What's going on, YouTube? It's DJ. Welcome back. So today's episode is going to be short. Before we get into that, let's take a look here at crypto bubbles. So the market is red today. I actually bought some crypto this morning. We have ICP down 3%, WIF down 4%, Caspa down 3%, and Uniswap down 4%. Hopefully everyone is taking advantage. The fear and greed index is at a 51 today, so not looking too bad. Bitcoin at 63,172. Ethereum at 2,567. Bitcoin surges amid volatility. Binance introduces new listings. So the new listings are Cadena, FIDA, Cadison, and Uxlink. I'm sure I butchered those names. However, they are up quite a bit since they were listed. $200,000 Bitcoin by 2025. Bank executive says election won't stop crypto surge. An executive of Standard Chartered, Jeffrey Kendrick, has drawn attention in recent days in finance circles with an extremely vivid declaration that Bitcoin may reach $200,000 at the end of 2025. Very bold prediction, but I don't think he's too far off. SEC approves options for BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF. I think that's good to give, more exposure to crypto. And I think a lot of people are going to hop on board with it, but it's not something I would ever do personally. I think it's a bit risky and it's not good for retail investors. Personally, what I like to do is I like to buy my Bitcoin, hold it for the long term, and get it off the exchanges. Actually put it in a wallet myself. Yahoo Finance, why Polkadot's new updates could make the DOT token a top crypto investment in the long haul. So now developers and Web3 app managers can now simply buy time on the core execution network. The system is agile in the sense that there are different options for buying core time assets to meet your project's demands, which is very cool. A lot of evolution in the markets. Chainlink surpasses ERC 20 projects with record development activity, and in the past few weeks, there's been a lot of stuff going on with Chainlink as well. In summary, the project stands out particularly in the field of real-world assets, where it has outshined its competitors for 2 consecutive months. Chainlink's compatibility with the Ethereum virtual machine and its appeal to major enterprises consolidate its long-term growth potential. IMF staff proposes ready framework to catalyze CBDC adoption. So International Monetary Fund, which has influence on the whole planet, of course, the staff members have issued a guide for policymakers and banking institutions on ways to increase the uptake of central bank digital currencies globally. So really what they want to do is give people access to education. They need more regulation, design, and incentives to help spur CBDC adoption. So really what they want to do is make it easier for countries to impose the CBDC. The thing is that CBDCs are centralized. Bitcoin is not centralized, which means that governments can control the digital currency. Bank of Korea to launch CBDC payment trial in supermarkets. South Korea Central Bank, the Bank of Korea, will soon allow participants to use digital tokens for payments at supermarkets and convenience stores in a central bank of digital currency trial. Starting in December, 100,000 participants will be part of this test. And a lot of other countries are going to follow. This is a global thing that's going to happen. African economies show high potential for digital asset adoption. Now, while nowhere is perfect, South Africa's regulatory regime is among the best alongside Dubai. Arguably, South Africa provides more regulatory clarity than most countries in Asia, including Hong Kong and Singapore, and certainly more clarity than in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of innovation, a lot of companies, and more tourism heading in that region. Investor Chris Berniski says crypto emerging from early bull reset sees favorable conditions for asset class. And really what he says is that because we had such a spike in Bitcoin's price early in the year, around March, we needed some time for the market to cool down and kind of balance off, and it did that for about 6 months. So he said the market is ready to take off. We had a lot of liquidity enter the markets. We had the rate cuts, and we have more rate cuts coming. The presidential election. So all these catalysts are going to allow for the market to go up. Bitcoin dominance right now is very high. It's at about 56%. So everything is starting to come together, and this is great news. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.